Good morning. It's Vijay here. Today is Wednesday, 29 January 2025. Welcome to yet another episode of Pre-Market Commentary. Please note, I am not a SEBI registered advisor. So whatever I speak here is not investment advice. It is basically my experience speaking. Please keep that in mind. So I hope today is going to be a very bright day, both in terms of the weather as well as the markets. So yesterday was a very important day, whether we are recovering, because that is the question which most people have, whether we'll ever recover at all. In fact, if you look at what happened leading to yesterday, people were thinking they will never recover. Because when you look at charts, even the chartists were looking at, you can only see a bear sitting in the graph rather than, the positives. Just 3 months ago, people were talking of 30,000 on the Nifty. That was in September when they said that it will reach 30,000. In fact, JP Morgan and its team came and said they'll look at 35 to 37,000 in next 1 year. And here we are staring at 23. We're wondering whether we will go to 21 or 22. 22,500 is considered as a very safe place to go. And most people are talking of 22 or below that. Nobody is talking of even 23,500. So sentiment changes, expectations change. That is the nature of market. So the question again is whether markets will recover. Before that, we need to know why we have come here. If you look at the data, my friend Naresh Mirani, who is a very good technical analyst and a market analyst for more than 20 years, has presented this data as of day before yesterday. Things could have got worse yesterday. But if you look at what this data talks about, I think it's a very important chart. I think one should spend some time. He has analyzed 4,700 stocks on the National Stock Exchange, and I think including the BSE also. So he says, his data shows that 95% of the stocks have lost more than 10%, 95%. So less than 10%, only 5% have lost. So then you go to 20%. 84% of the stocks have come down from their 52-week highs more than 20%. Now, typically, any analyst will talk of a bear market if the market falls down by, or if the stock falls down by 20%. So which means we are in a very, very severe bear market, because 84%, this is as far as I can recollect, it's one of the highest, if not the highest ever. So 20% fall in 84% of the stocks is huge. And look at the 50% drawdown on the first row, 14%. That means nearly 1/6 of the market has come down by 50%. Again, these will happen only in the severe bear market. I don't have data for the 2008 bear market, but I think we probably would have been somewhat similar to what happened in the depths of 2008, though the Nifty and Bank Nifty do not show that. Technically, Nifty and Bank Nifty are still not in a bear market. They are down by about 12.5%, 13%. So therefore, one can say, no, we are not in a bear market. But if an average stock has been decimated, and why has it been decimated? Because people have been selling left, right, center. Most important is this. Again, I picked this up from Mr. Naresh Mirani. So something has changed in the last 1 year, which is not being liked by foreign investors. Mainly, I would say it is something to do with, foreign investors have been selling since 2015. 8 out of 10 years, they have been net sellers on the secondary market. So what's so great about 2024 selling? So now let us analyze. So 84,000 crores has been sold in this month alone. So probably we will get into another 15,000 crores, which will make it about 1 lakh crores, something not to be proud about. So 2,60,000 crores have been sold since October 24. The market peaked out in September. So from early October, 2,60,000 crores. Out of that, 3,80,000 crores has been sold since January 2024, 7 lakh crores since 2022, 8 lakh crores since 2021. If you take 8 lakh crores have been sold since 2021, half of the selling has come in the last 1 year, 4 lakh crores. 4 lakh crores out of 8 lakh crores has come in the last 1 year. If you take 4 years, 21, 22, 23, 24. So the remaining half has been spread across the other 4 years. So this has been extraordinary selling in terms of percentage as in terms of value. Value is, of course, all-time record. So the government thought that foreigners need not come to India. The local investors will do well. Remember, Nirmala Sitharaman said that in Parliament. She screamed at people saying that foreigners are not required because the local guys will do everything. And so local guys have done nothing, in the sense they have been beaten black and blue. And today there is no doubt that the people who are responsible are the people at the top, led by Mr. Narendra Modi. Whether you're a bhakt or not, when you lose money, then you begin to realize who is a true leader. And Sitharaman is only the stenotypist who will speak out whatever the master says. So yesterday they continued to sell, even though RBI came up with a bazooka, I would say, where they they're going to infuse 150,000 crores into the system, yet the FIs were not impressed. The beginning of the day yesterday, while the Nifty and Bank Nifty went up, the broader market was down 5:1. That means there were five stocks which were down for every one stock which advanced. So even what RBI is doing, the FIs don't care. So markets at close, it was a very choppy day, but Nifty closed higher, about close to 23. Actually, at one point of time, it was trying to hit 23.1, and all of a sudden, selling came in the last 45 minutes, and it collapsed by 200 points, and finally recovered to close at 22,900. Financials, of course, Bank Nifty had gone up by 1,000 points, but it closed around 800 points. Again, mid cap index, small cap, and micro cap, all of them suffered. Mainly index, both the major indices, HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, and Axis Bank, held the index. The Sensex rose about 535 points. Cipla came up with very good results. That is something to note. Tata Steel, not so bad results, so therefore they went up. And so what did the global equities do? Global equities bounced back sharply. Dow Jones up 0.31%, S&P close to 1%, Nasdaq about 300 and odd points, close to 400 points, it's 1.5%. European markets did well, Asian markets did well. We are the standout performers as far as the negativity is concerned. Brent is down, gold is flat, silver is flat. Generally, commodities are flat as far as the markets are concerned. Now, if you look at earnings, they're not that bad. As far as expectations are concerned, 21 companies have reported out of 50 Nifty, and above estimates, and there are 9 companies, below are 5, inline is 6, and mixed is 1. So if you take out below, if you put below and mixed as negative, so there are only 6 out of 21. That is less than a third of the stocks of the companies which are reported, which have come with no good results. But what has happened is there was irrational exuberance, and therefore we are now beginning to suffer on that. So what do we watch today? People have forgotten that there is a Fed meeting going on today, this evening. We'll get a decision. I don't think anything big will come in the decision, but the language is what the market will look at. So that will be tonight, our time, which means we will react, if anything, tomorrow. Tomorrow, incidentally, is the settlement, the monthly settlement. Typically, in a monthly 5-week settlement, the market goes up. But this is one of those rare times. In a 5-week settlement, the market seems to be on the downtrend. And tomorrow, the volatility will be severe. Today, we have to see, because it will be based on results. Bajaj Auto has come with results, Tata Steel. Then today, you have Bajaj Finance, Tata Motors, Maruti Suzuki coming with results. Then you have KPIT Technologies, which is a front runner in the mid cap, that is coming with results, and so on and so forth. So Quest Corp is another one. JK Paper, interesting. Ambuja Cements, will know how cement demand is. So ITC Hotels gets listed today. So that is an interesting development. People will look at that. So net, what we have seen in the past, I'll try to show some chart if I can, about what happened in in 2000. So this was 2021. Just before the budget, the Nifty fell down by about 8% going into budget. Incidentally, Bank Nifty was strong on the prior to the budget date, but Nifty went into the budget very weak, and then it took off and went up by 13% after budget. We don't know whether something like that will happen. What happened in 2021 was there was no expectation from the budget. People were expecting number of bad things. What Nirmala Sitharaman did was she did not do anything bad, and that went up like a boomerang. It went up by 13%, like a spring, I would say. It went up by 13%. In fact, Bank Nifty went up more than 20% soon after budget. So Bank Nifty is leading the charge now. Bank Nifty is a highly oversold index. So if anything good comes out of the budget, Bank Nifty will be the first of the blocks and Nifty stocks, and then only you can look at mid cap and small cap. There is still some pain left in the mid cap and small cap, as far as my understanding is concerned. However, as I've been continuously telling, I would be cautiously bullish till budget. I will not give up, because in the past we have seen when there is huge short open interest, on the budget day and onwards, they'll start covering if there is nothing bad. I don't think the leaders are so blind or so deaf that they are not seeing the writing on the wall. The writing on the wall is clear. The whole world is laughing at us. The whole world is doing well. Only India is doing badly. So if the budget is bad, then God help the Indian economy. Stocks, though, it will fall. But Indian economy, I think, will get into severe trouble. I suspect that thing will not come. I am definitely hopeful. But whatever you do today, I hope it is successful. Thank you for joining me.